Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Public Authority for Electricity and Water announces reoperation of the third unit in the Sohar desalination plant and repaired the feeder water pipeline in the wilaya of Matrah. Sultan Qaboos University inaugurates a program to support academic innovation and diversify the national economic resources. And Oman Riders Association provides innovations internationally to limit accidents and its dangers. Thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cabal of greetings to His Excellency Field Marshal Abdul Rabbu Mansour Hadi, President of the Yemeni Republic, on his country's 25th National Day of the Yemeni Union. The Public Authority for Electricity and Water announced in a statement the raising of energy productivity in Sohar desalination plant in the wilaya of Sohar today to reach 4,000 cubic meters per hour after reoperating the third unit, which is equal to 75% of the production capacity. The authority also said that the work is going on to operate the fourth unit. Meanwhile, the Public Authority for Electricity and Water announced completing the repair works on the water feeder pipeline for Bet El Falaj, Darseit and Rui in the wilaya of Matrah, which was broken as a result of construction work which implemented by one of the companies in the area. Frequent water service cuts from subscribers raised several questions about the repeated breakdowns of desalination plants and emergency plans of Public Authority for Electricity and Water to provide water, as citizens' complaints about the severe shortage in the water service have increased. As citizens has just breathed a sign of relief after a gradual return of water service, which stopped for days due to technical breakdown at desalination plant in Sohar. They were surprised by the statement issued by the authority about the stop of desalination plant due to technical breakdown. The new breakdown opened the door for many questions on the frequent breakdowns at the plant during the last 2 weeks, which put citizens in new hardship that may last for a long time. The authority talked about new plants that will enter the service in Al Ghubra, Baraka and Qurayat, and ways to benefit from feeder dams through Wadi Dhaiqa plant. However, all these projects need time, while water shortage is still affecting the life of citizens. Good relations between the Sultanate and the Kingdom of Spain, in addition to fields of military cooperation and means of enhancing them, in what serving the common interest top talks of His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harb al Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, with His Excellency Dr. Pedro Morines, the Spanish Minister of Defense, at the premises of the Ministry of Defense in Spain. The meeting also discussed ways of cooperation between the two countries in various fields. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, and his delegation visited Andhra Company, where they reviewed the work process of the projects of manufacturing of a number of radars for Royal Air Force of Oman. Deliberations of the 46th regular session of the Arab Information Ministers' Council began in the Arab League headquarters today under the chair of the United Arab Emirates. The Sultan's delegation to the meeting is led by His Excellency Dr. Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour al-Husseini, Minister of Information. The session discussed a number of items related to the Arab media issues and mechanisms of promoting the Arab media, as well as its strategic visions. The session also followed up the new plan of Arab media movement abroad and the Arab media strategy, as well as discussing the Palestinian cause and the role of Arab media in addressing the phenomenon of terrorism. The sessions will discuss a new item titled Arab Media Day to highlight the media role in the Arab community and to address challenges facing the Arab media, in addition to encouraging communication among the Arab media agencies. In order to find an approach emerged from Omani environment to establish a university system based on entrepreneurship and innovation and link it with the national economy, Sultan Qaboos University SQU celebrated the opening of Academic Innovation Program Office. The program is being executed through joint cooperation between the Research Council and Sultan Qaboos University. It aims to develop policies, regulations and laws concerned with innovation and intellectual property at Sultan Qaboos University. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al Hinai, Secretary General of the Research Council. Oman Riders Club innovates ways to contribute in improving safety level on roads and limiting accidents risks. This came during an activity organized by the club to showcase innovations of its members. The club aims through this program to develop youth work and attract innovators. During the event, it was announced that a tour will be organized for the club's members to a number of Arab and European countries to promote the Sultanate as an important investment and tourism destination. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. Chess is an international game of intelligence, and the Omani youth now look forward to play at the international levels. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Society awareness spread and enhanced the social insurance culture in pension funds. Top discussions of pension systems and social insurances workshop organized by the Public Authority for Social Insurances. The workshop held at Al Bustan Palace Hotel highlighted 4 topics related to social insurance. The first one was introducing principles of social insurances. The second one touched upon the purposes of social insurance, and the third one was the mechanism of managing pension systems and social insurances. The fourth one identified the rights and duties of the government, businesses and laborers, or businessmen and laborers. The workshop is targeted media personnel, journalists, members of the social media networks and those interested in the insurance and pension fund systems. A number of journalists and authors participated in the workshop to contribute in spreading the culture of social insurances among the society members. Oman Philately Association OPA opened today the first exhibition after a year of declaration, as well as launching the logo and the issuance of special stamps on the occasion of the foundation under the auspices of His Excellency Engineer Saif bin Amr al-Shakhsi and the Secretary of the Ministry of Housing. The exhibition seeks to devote all efforts to raise the level of OPA. After just 1 year of declaration, it has accomplished many achievements and bagged awards and at the global and regional levels. It is organized at Muscat Grand Mall to showcase various types of stamps and their commemorative and cultural value, as well as the importance of stamps to the community. The role of OPA focuses on highlighting the cultural dimension in stamps collecting hobby, organizing exhibitions and participations in the Gulf, Asia and international exhibitions for philatelists, promoting the hobby among youths and documenting the history of the Omani postage stamps. The Office of the Minister of State and Governor of the FAR today signed two Memorandum of Understanding with Petroleum Development Oman, PDO. As per the Memorandum of Understanding, PDO will build utilities at Shleem and Halaniyat Island. These utilities include a new water desalination plant at a cost of 1.5 million Omani Riyals and 3 public holes in Zakhar and nearby areas at a cost of 180,000 Omani Riyals, thus increasing the number of public holes financed by the company over the past 2 years to 8. The reverse osmosis water desalination plant will produce 2,400 cubic meters of potable water per day. The two Memorandum of Understandings were signed by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Saif al-Mahrouqi, Deputy Governor of the FAR, and Engineer Abdul Amir Abdul Hussein Al-Ajmi, PDO External Affairs Manager. The two Memorandum of Understandings comes as part of the services provided by the PDO to the Omani society. In a bid to promote social services, they also come within the interest of the Office of the Minister of State and Governor of the FAR to meet the needs of the local communities. Chess is an international game, depends on intelligence and high concentration, and it has recently started to spread among the Omani youth. It requires brainstorm and thinkings of each step and move you make. It came into existence in the dawn of history and started in the Pharaoh civilization. This game has widely accepted, applied common rules at international level. A number of Omani youth started to participate in the international chess competitions after declaring Oman Chess Committee. Within the framework of working at initiatives and opening marketing outlets for Omani women products in the Governorate of the FAR, Women and Industry Seminar was held under the theme My Identity, My Industry. The seminar included a panel discussions with participation of several government and private agencies to discuss aspects of support to develop the Omani women in the Governorate of the FAR. It also included several themes such as available investment opportunities for women in the Governorate and the challenges facing business women. In addition to facilitating the producers, it also addressed the role of the sponsoring companies in supporting women's projects and developing them. The seminar was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed bin Sultan Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of the FAR. And now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate. Winds will be southerly to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be rough with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television, and now before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Public Authority for Electricity and Water announces reoperation of the third unit in the Sohar desalination plant and repaired the feeder water pipeline in the Wilayah of Matrah. Sultan Qaboos University inaugurates a program to support academic innovation and diversify the national economic resources. Oman Riders Association provides innovations internationally to limit accidents and its dangers. With that, we come to an end of this news bulletin, edited by Chief Editor and the team, Ra'al Al-Jordania, and directed by Mohammed Al-Mahrouqi. And with me here is cameraman Khalaf Al-Lamki. Thank you for joining us.